Hey, welcome to this new sideshow thing that I've got in mind, which is aptly titled This is the segment where we just talk about things that we're hyped for. We're going to talk about just what we are expecting of them, what is probably going to happen, and what's going to happen after that. So it's a lot of speculative talk. So anyways, let's just get this right underway. So, Chris, hello. Introduce yourself to the audience.
Let me just put these babies down. Classic, vintage. I'm Chris. I like the comic books.
He does.
The Avengers. They have the movies. And
yeah. Good boy.
ah!
Alright, so let's talk around the way. Let's just talk about, first of all, Avengers. How hyped are you for that?
I'm gonna say pretty hyped. And the amount of money that movie's gonna make is gonna be even crazier.
Shit ton of money.
People are gonna die.
People are gonna die.
In the movie and in real life.
Yeah. I think we should just throw it out there to begin with. Just, we're expecting people to die. That's what they've been winding us up to believe right now, so.
Clint Barton, see ya, buddy. That bow's gonna be snapped in half.
I don't think so.
Just like Captain America's shield when it gets all shattered.
Oh man.
And then dawns the Civil War.
Like,
this is the move. This is Civil War, right?
I don't know. It's
Avengers Civil War 2.
No, Chris,
Civil War 2, the return of the shield.
Chris,
The return of what?
Chris, do you need your pills?
Yes.
Okay.
All three of them.
I will take a break to get his pills.
Thank you.
In terms of people dying, honestly, I'm expecting Natasha to die. I'm expecting Black Widow to die, just because.
Very solid speculation.
Like, I mean, like, just because I feel like we're getting a lot more of her backstory in this one. So I feel like, why else would we get more backstory for her? Because it's like, hey, let's make the audience care about this person long enough till she makes a big sacrifice in the end, or does something that wipes the red in her ledger, and she just, yeah, and then she dies, and people are like, no. And then Thor does that thing every time somebody dies. It goes like, no, like he yells.
And then he's gonna just start smacking shields.
Yeah, he's gonna.
It's in the wrist.
Fuck, it's gonna be so.
He's in the wrist. Thor's gonna die. That's the theory. Asgard falls. Thor is buried in the rubble. Wolverine is an adamantium statue. Spoilers. That's how it ends. That's how it ends. You know. That's how it ends. That's it. And Ultron's okay. He's okay. He flies around space with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And that's it. I'm actually Joss Whedon. That's it. That's it. Exclusive, folks. Exclusive.
What the fuck?
No, but on a serious note, I would love to see a Guardians cameo.
That would be awesome.
That would be just, smoky setting. There's a bunch of rubble going on. It looks like everything is at their lowest point for the Avengers, and then as the smoke is clearing, you just hear a Walkman playing "Hooked on a Feeling," and you're like, "Who the hell's that? Who are these? Who are these clowns?" And then like you just hear an "I am Groot," and then they all get mad at Groot because they're like, "You ruined our intro, you tree man." And then they start wrecking stuff, but the Avengers have no clue what's going on, and then that's it. That's all I want to see.
That'd be fucking awesome. That's the ideal introduction.
Yeah.
Of the Guardians into the Avengers.
Exactly. That'd
be amazing.
And then Tony goes to join them. But yeah, what else are you hoping to see, or you have speculations of?
I've heard things. Let's stick to what I've heard more to what's gonna happen, because that's more of like what they've already confirmed. Apart from like they've already confirmed that somebody's gonna die or something's gonna happen to change the roster, but we don't know who exactly is gonna die. That's a speculative point. And yeah, I have all my chips placed on Black Widow. She's gone. She's dead.
I would second that.
What else? I'm always expecting, good old fashioned fucking fist fighting.
Yeah.
Like awesomeness, just witty banter.
Yeah.
Amazing. Like the Civil War reveal that they did was pretty good.
Yes. Yeah. They're definitely gonna be some good robot rippings.
There definitely are.
There's gonna be a ton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be the cool thing about like actually fighting robots, because they can do things they can't do to actual living things.
Yeah.
Like they can just be like,
just like
just break it,
cracking skulls, ripping off arms, pretty much any Mortal Kombat fatality just to these poor Ultron clones.
Oh man, that'd be amazing.
It's gonna be good. You just got to see some really good kills.
Yeah,
and they do that pretty well, as we've seen in Avengers 1. Still, that all-time favorite, that Hulk punch.
Oh man,
I get chills every. Oh.
That punch is so good. It is so good.
It's the best punch. It's the best punch. And what about the whole Vision business? I have not really looked into that because I'm kind of trying to stay away from spoilers.
Yeah,
and stuff.
same. I've been trying to stay off.
Is he gonna be a replacement? Possibly, which is weird because I don't understand why. I don't know. I don't think Vision's a huge guy in my opinion. But
like, I mean, Vision is kind of important in Civil War because he's the reason why. Well, I mean, he kind of mediates the fight between Steve and Tony. Because in the final, like in the comic book, in the final fight, like Cap's like, "Hey, Vision," and then Vision's like,
yeah,
to like fucking Steve, and and he turns the armor off, and then that's the reason why Cap is like beating the crap out of Tony. Yeah. But I'd say Vision, we will see more of him. I've seen like pictures of I've seen pictures of Vision.
Yeah,
Paul Bettany, and he's like.
They showed him for a second at the end of one of the recent trailers, right?
Yeah.
They showed like a face.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey."
Yeah, and it was like, "Oh, it's a vision. I'm having visions. A vision." And yeah. But like, I think he's gonna play like a Cable type role.
Yeah.
Because isn't that what Vision just kind of does? It shows up. He's like, "Yo, shit's happening." So, just yeah.
Yeah, and I'm expecting a lot of Ultron being stupid.
He's gonna just have all these great. There's gonna be so many good speeches.
Oh man,
again, like quoting the trailer, I suppose those like his latest speech where he's talking about like taking hope from them and stuff. It was just like, oh, that's what I'll do. It's perfect. And I would love if that's literally all Ultron does throughout the whole movie. Not even throw a punch.
Oh man,
just the whole time holding up like dead Iron Man masks and going like, look at this Hamlet.
Oh, but he does that thing where he's like,
oh yeah, he does his.
He's like, do you want to see the manicure I got? It's pretty good. Psych.
Yeah, he does. He throws his
little energy,
his Kamehameha wave at the Avengers, and then Goku shows up.
I'm pretty sure in some trailers I've seen him go Kaioken.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just he goes,
yeah. Ultron with spiky metal hair. That would be amazing.
Like he just goes up to like Tony, just goes, and then he's like,
yep,
like right on the elbow.
Avengers cross DBZ.
That'd be fucking amazing.
It's official.
Oh man,
that's happening.
Well, I mean, like, because I feel like I want to say like there's gonna be banter between Tony and Ultron, but I feel like Tony's just gonna be ridden with guilt that he's like, fuck, I made this thing, and he's like, hey, thanks for making me, I'm gonna kill your entire race, because that's how I'm gonna do it. And then I feel like a banter between him, like, it'd be Tony going like, and then Ultron going like,
him trying to talk him down, almost, or stuff. I just, there better be some good Tony witty lines. Well, again, trailers, they've shown some, so that's his character.
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr. at best.
Yeah.
So
one thing that this is the thing I want the most out of it, is for all of them to be like, where the fuck were you when this was happening? Or like for friggin' Thor to be like, hey, you remember that thing that happened in London? Where were you guys for that? And then Tony's like, I was having a midlife crisis. I don't know. Where were you guys with that? My house was I was under attack. And then Steve is like, you're under attack. Like, S.H.I.E.L.D. is Hydra. What did you expect me to do?
Yeah.
And then they're all like, well, why weren't you there? And then it's like, and then Hawkeye's like,
yeah, there's just a lot going. Yeah, where is that guy?
Like, yeah, and that's also what I'm hoping. You remember the energy when we went to see First Avengers?
Oh, yeah.
Remember the energy that was in there when Tony came in playing Shoot to Thrill?
Oh.
Like, people were like, yeah!
Yeah, still, every time.
Like, the theater erupting with laughter when Hulk is, like, beating down Loki.
So good.
That was, like, your dad, like, fucking lost it.
Oh, yeah.
that one, your dad was done.
Oh, yeah. My dad still fucking loses his shit whenever he sees that. I still do. That
movie's great.
That's why this one cannot come sooner. It's gonna be so good.
Friday, man.
So good. Yeah, Friday,
my God.
So yeah. So what's gonna happen? Tell us.
Okay, so the Avengers, they're gonna get together. They're gonna beat some shit up, and as far as I know, they're gonna go like the movie's gonna start off with that whole Winterlands fight, that fight in like in the Alps, in the wintry forest.
Yeah.
And Iron Man's gonna be like, coming through, and then they're gonna find the Maximoff kids.
I kind of like Quicksilver. I like the Russian accent.
I haven't heard it yet.
I heard it that slightly in a trailer.
Yeah, when he's like, you didn't see that coming?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, look at this guy.
Look at Kick-Ass over here.
Yeah, and then the only good-looking Olsen.
Yeah.
You know, she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Doing her witch-like things and the modernization with her cool hipster jacket.
You know, I think they're kind of fucking with us with the whole, like, roster change, making us think somebody's gonna die.
Maybe, yeah.
Because by roster change, maybe, like, because when they're fighting and shit, like, when Hulk and Hulkbuster are fighting, then, like, you know, the government's like, the Hulk is a mess, okay? He's an idiot. We need to get him, like he does not belong on planet Earth, because we've seen the destruction he can do. We've seen the destruction all of you can do. So it's like, you know, they banish him from planet Earth, pretty much. I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Danny Elfman is doing the music for Ultron.
No
Both
way.
him and Brian Tyler.
Wow.
Because at first I heard Brian Tyler, but I'm like, I kind of didn't like that.
Oh.
Because the thing with Marvel is, Captain America aside, they have no continuity with their musical themes.
No.
Because Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, completely different themes. Iron Man 1 was my favorite theme. Iron Man 3 is like, you know, it's still like that fun, like that like that cool one that they did in the credits.
Yeah.
The second one was kind of generic.
Yeah.
Thor, again, nothing really memorable about Thor's theme either.
I don't even remember how it goes. Yeah. Aside from Avengers, I really like the Avengers theme and such.
That's where Danny Elfman comes in.
Yeah. And
he says that he's kept Alan Silvestri's theme of the Avengers in there, and he's added his own little dark twists to it, so I'm like, that's great, that's awesome.
Yeah,
because I feel like Brian Tyler can really bring out like that electronic, those tones that will really bring out Ultron.
Yeah.
And Danny Elfman, I think he'll bring out the Avengers side of it.
The grave danger.
Shut up.
Alright.
Shut up. Be quiet.
So what else?
What's his face? War Machine is in it, which is kick ass.
Yeah.
I've seen a clip of him like friggin' using that little turret on him to like tear down a frickin' robot.
It's still Don Cheadle, right?
It's still Don Cheadle, thank God.
They didn't do another change.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know he's gonna be in it. I know Falcon's gonna be in it.
Yeah.
Falcon's gonna be kick ass. Haley Atwell's gonna be in it.
Oh.
Like so, I'm like, is it gonna be a flashback? It's probably gonna be a flashback. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like some weird Scarlet Witch shit going on there.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Like I said before, we're gonna get more backstory on Black Widow. We're probably seeing. I want to say it like I want to feel like they're keeping it hush hush, but Loki is probably gonna be in it.
I
Like,
yeah.
he's most definitely gonna be in it. Like,
If anything, I would say, not in after credits, but like some glimpse. There's just gonna be, if he's not playing a big role, it's definitely gonna be some sort of clip, like a meanwhile.
yeah, thousands of
yeah.
miles away.
Yeah, it might. I think it's they're definitely, and if not, you know,
Yeah.
then where the hell is Loki? What's he doing now? You know.
He's sitting on Asgard.
Yeah.
Sitting on his Asgard.
Yeah, sitting there, just like, hey, I run this shit.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing, because in the clip of where they showed right before they revealed Civil War, when it's Steve and Tony talking, and Tony at one point he says, you know, Thor went somewhere, like, well, we don't know what the Maximoff kid showed him. Maybe she showed him like, hey, Loki ain't dead. He kind of killed your dad, and he's ruling Asgard. So Thor, he's pretty much like, what?
Yeah.
Just goes right back up to Asgard, and then all the other ones are like, what the fuck? Like, dude, we're in the middle of a crisis here.
Yeah,
You just up and leave?
The kind of peace.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be pretty bullshit for the Avengers.
that would be. Last but not least, but we know it's gonna make butt tons of money.
Oh god, at least double the amount.
Double the amount. Like, it's gonna break billions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, day of, it's gonna break billions.
Nope.
And on top of that, let's move on to what's gonna happen after that. Because it's going to blow the numbers, and people are going to be like, oh, here comes another superhero, like, mindless superhero movie, like, breaking numbers because the sheeple go see whatever film with explosions and everything, and, you know, they love seeing their little confusing superhero movies that try to be all thought out, to be like, hey, look, we're doing all of this, but really, we just want all your money, and you're giving it to us.
I'll give him money.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm giving them money.
Yeah, I'll give him money
Like,
more
I'll
than a
admit to
couple
it.
times.
Like, I'll admit to it. I'm gonna give them so much money.
Yeah, yeah,
Probably gonna go see it like 2-3 times.
yeah. Same here.
Like I did with the
Definitely.
first one.
Yeah.
Oh, the first one was so good.
It was
I can't.
so
I
good.
can't get. Still, I feel like recently though, like, again, this movie's gonna come under fire from the same people that are like that recently, that they're just like I started seeing this with Interstellar, that like it's popular now to give a negative comment about a popular movie. That's what it was when Interstellar came out. Like, you know, when it's like, Interstellar, why it's the worst movie ever made. Like, what's the worst movie of the year? Same thing here. Avengers: Age of Ultron, the biggest scam of 2015, like the biggest scam of the decade, or something like. There's gonna be something like that. There's always gonna be something like that. Like, just like full on clickbait titles.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I mean, I've already seen, like, early reviews have already said, like, oh, that the Avengers isn't as fun, the second one isn't as fun as the first one, or that, you know, it's a lot darker, a lot grittier, and, well, I don't know about grittier, but it said, oh, it's a lot darker than it, and there's so much shit happening at once that they say, like, it's alright, it's not great. Like almost all of them are, like, all the early reviews are saying it's not as good as the first one. The more positive ones saying that you'll still have fun, like, it's still, like, really good seeing them all together. There's witty humor and all that, but they're like, it's really dark, is what they're saying. It just took a really dark turn.
And I think that's for the better.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be good. Well, of course, because I'm gonna love it either way. You know, I'm probably not gonna. Maybe small things, but I doubt it.
Yeah.
They're always great. Every Marvel movie, in my opinion, just so good. They're all good.
Except Thor 1.
Thor 1 was.
Thor 1 was. I mean, it was the first time I saw it, and then the second time I was like, okay, yeah, it's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Avengers is still gonna make a butt ton of money, like, even after, like, the third weekend.
Yeah.
Still gonna make a shit ton of money.
Yep.
Because the first weekend is all the fans. The second weekend is gonna be all the people that won. Like, okay, all the people from the first week are gone.
Yeah.
Now let's go see it the second week where there's not many people. But, oh, surprise, surprise, there's still gonna be that many people.
Exactly. Yep.
There's still gonna be that many people, man. God, it just kind of pisses me off. Well, I mean, like, 'cause they said the same thing about. Again, I'm pulling Interstellar because it's like early reviews about Interstellar. They're like, it's okay, like it's all right. Like they're saying that, oh, you know, Christopher Nolan was a little too ambitious, or, you know, Like they're saying shit like that, and I saw the movie afterwards, and I'm like, I thought it was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So same thing with this one. I feel like either way, I'm still gonna have like my own nitpicks about it. I'm gonna be like, wait, if he had this, why didn't he this and this?
Your own Nick picks. Hey!
There are no strings on me.
Burn, ching, ching. Burn, ching, ching.
Get ready for Ant-Man, Chris.
Closing notes.
Closing notes. Well, Avengers, we're expecting a lot of things from it. I'm expecting shit to change. Things are gonna change. It's gonna break box office records for sure. And people are gonna complain about it because that's the popular thing to do. But hey, I'm still gonna love the hell out of it.
And go see it, damn it.
Go.
Good.
What do you
Give them your money. Yeah. Do you even Marvel? Do you even Avengers? A for Avengers. A.
So let's make an A with
Let's
our
make.
hands.
Let's
make it.
How do we? Oh God. What the? I don't. How did this? What happened? What?
There.
Hey!
Hey!
That's the one.
It's Illuminati.
Isn't that the Deathly Hallows?
Yeah, and Deathly Hallows are a part of the Illuminati.
Oh, because Harry Potter is Satan.
Yeah.
And rock and roll.
Hey all you goobers, wondering where the hell I've been since my last review? Well, you can find out by simply going to my brand spanking new Twitter page. Yeah, that's right, I have a Twitter page now. It's kind of weird. It's pretty much where I'm going to have all of my updates on videos, as well as some interesting stuff I might post, and as well just some stupid things like quotes and stuff like that. So head on over to my Twitter page and, you know, stay frosty, because I might have something in the works, if you know what I mean. Did you see how I ended that last video? It was kind of weird. And if you want to check out some of my other videos, they're right over here. It's not much, but it's getting there. Got more time.